product from Zulisy called the OAKc. It's so new, they don't even have a box for it. They sent us out an oak box. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now guys, I'm excited to bring this to you because we're going to torture test it and go over the few little modifications that they did that makes the OAKc different than the oak. Now it's not a lot of difference. It's basically the exact same or similar to the same. The reticle looks like it's changed a little bit inside. And this is going to be green, and they've made the housing a little bit thicker. So let's go ahead and unbox this and show you how it comes. Like I said, it's so new that they're actually just sending out the oak information for it because it's not a whole lot. They just made the housing a little bit thicker. They want you to sight it in at 25 yards. Here's your owner's manual, your lens cleaning cloth. You guys get some tools with it, some mounting plates, some screws, batteries, tools, all that good stuff. Here's your screws. Again, I like Zulisy, how they have done a lot with the screws. They give you several different thread pitches. They give you a mounting plate, and the screws for the mounting plate are inside the package, so you don't have to try to dig through those and figure out which ones they are. The reason the sight is missing from our box is because we've already mounted it to a pistol. We're going to torture test this. We are going to submerge it in water. We're going to freeze it. We're going to heat it. We're going to give it a beat down, and we're going to do a drop test on it. Before we do all that, let's go over some of the features of this red dot sight. There's kind of what the reticle looks like. They've done a few things different. They've made the top here a little bit thicker than the original oak, and they've added a brighter emitter to it. I can tell you, and I can contest, that the emitter is a lot brighter. It is definitely daylight bright, so the OAKc does hold up to daylight brightness. They did add a little bit more of a face here to protect the lens, which I like, and your brightness intensity settings are on both sides, plus on this side, minus on this side. So let's go ahead and go over some of the features real quick. Now it is an RMR footprint, so it is going to have to be an RMR slide cut if you guys want to put this on anything. If you're trying to put it on a Doc Ops Venom cut, something like that, it's not going to fit on that. It's an RMR cut. The reticle inside is a 3 MOA dot with a 56 MOA circle. The battery loads on top, and it is a 1632 battery. You're going to get 50,000 hours of battery life out of that 1632 battery. It does have shake awake after 220 seconds. It shuts off with no motion. Any little movement, it turns right back on at your last setting, which is very nice. Now, if you do shut your optic off by pushing the negative intensity down button, it will not activate, so you have to turn it back on. So just keep that in mind. If you guys do shut this off, you do have to turn it back on to get that shake awake to activate. It is a 24mm lens. It has 10 brightness settings, 8 daytime, 2 nighttime, 40 MOA of adjustments with windage and elevation. It is IPX7 water resistant. We're going to be testing out the IPX rating because we're going to be heating, cooling, submerging, beat down, and drop test on this. And when you're adjusting that reticle, it is a 1 MOA per click adjustment. So let's go ahead and get started with the torture test. So we got the Zulisy OAKc out here. Just make sure it's working. Show you guys there. We're going to drop it in this bucket of water for 1 hour. See you in an hour. 1 hour later, let's check this out. See if it held up. It did. Let's get it in the freezer. All right, let's go ahead and get this in the freezer. See you in an hour. 1 hour later. Let's check this bad boy out, see how it's doing. Yep, there it is. All right, it's working. Let's get into the oven. 170. All right, see you in an hour. 1 hour later, let's go ahead, take the Zulisy OAKc out, and see how it's doing. Ooh, that is hot. Still working. Let's get this mounted back to a firearm, get it out to the range, see how she holds up. So we're out here now with the OAKc. We've already done the heating, the cooling, and the water submerge. Let's go ahead and see if we got 0. Looks to be holding 0. Now let's start with the beat downs and then the drop test. All right, so the first real beat down we have on the Zulisy OAKc is the world famous chicken beat down. Thanks Uncle Dan for coming up with this cool little beat down on the chicken and on the optic. We really hope this doesn't throw it off. If it does, we're kind of screwed. All right, 3 rounds. Let's see. Good to go. Next, we're gonna do water beat down. Yeah, I know it's not water, but it's a liquid beat down. We got the Gatorade beat down. Let's see how that does. Still there. All right. So last test we're gonna do here, which we always do, is our drop test. We have nothing in the mag. Mag's empty, chamber's empty. We're gonna do 3 drops. If we get any damage, I will bring it back to you guys and show you on camera what this looks like. We're gonna start off with the, I was drawing it out of the holster and it just fell. So we're gonna do it about hip height, right onto the optic. Hopefully we hold up here. All right. No damage. So first drop, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. That was it. That's the gun. That's it. Still clear. Boom. All right. Third drop, we're gonna do it as if you got a little further out and it fell. So we're gonna go a little less than shoulder height, a little higher than hip height. Good one. Now we're on the front spot right there. Still nothing. So where we hit, it's right there on the top. So we had first, second. We're getting it there. And third and final drop, still no shatter, no nothing, is we're gonna go from shoulder height. We're gonna go a little higher than shoulder height onto the rock. Let's see. That didn't hit it. That hit my gun. It hit right here on the slide. Not a big deal. So we'll just do it again. There we go. We got a good drop that time. It didn't hurt the optic. It's still good to go. Here's what we got. I'm gonna show you guys. Optic is clear. That is what your reticle looks like too. Great indication of what your reticle looks like. There are all 3 drops, first, second, and third. Fourth one was right here on the slide. Like I said, not a big deal because this is our drop gun. Let's go ahead, throw some rounds down range and see if it held up. It did. It's just a shooter. Shooter's nerves. Bad round. Target fell over. I can't hit a flat target, so it's holding up, guys. It's doing its job. Did well. Good job, Zulisy. I like the OAKc. It is very nice. If you guys are looking for one, check out Zulisy on Amazon and their website. I'll leave a link to them in the description down below with a coupon code as well. So we're finishing up the review on the Zulisy OAKc. This thing is pretty badass. This thing took a lot of abuse and just kept right on ticking through that abuse. So good job, Zulisy, on this OAKc. Great job. Now it is a little bit thicker than the regular oak. That is what keeps it protected. The glass on the front here, or the actual guarding on the front here, helps also protect the glass. It recesses the glass back in there, and then it helps give you that extra bite or that extra protection on that hood. So good job, Zulisy, on the creation and the design of this optic. It does very well. It held up very well to the heat, the cold, the submerging, the beating, the water bottle beat down, the drop test, the chicken beat down, and even racking it against stuff. It did very, very well. We only racked it against a tree once or twice, but it still got racked across the tree and it held up. So good job, Zulisy, on the creation and the design of this pistol optic. I think you guys are getting a great, great product at this price point. Now, people are gonna ask, is this daylight bright? As you guys can see, it is sunny out here. I got a few clouds in the sky over there, and I can pull this up and I can see this optic just fine, this red dot sight. Now, I showed you earlier what the optic, the reticle looks like inside the optic. That reticle is a circle with the dot in the middle. It doesn't have any hashtags or dash marks on the side of it. It is literally a circle with little ticks around the edge of it. Let's try to get you guys a picture of it again real quick. And guys, I gotta say, this is a great, great option. Zulisy's knocking it out of the park with this, and this thing's holding up just as well as the Rock from Gideon. I would say this is probably #1 or #2 on my my optics to suggest you guys buy.
that can just get the hell beat out of them and just keep right on ticking. So again, good job Zulisy on the design and the engineering of this OAKc. You guys did a great job. It held up. If you guys like to know more about the Zulisy OAKc, look in the description down below. I'll leave a link to them on Amazon and any other information I have. Any coupon codes, they'll be down there. Again, thanks Zulisy for sending this out to the channel. I appreciate it. I do believe in your guys' product. You guys are doing a great job. I love torture testing, optics, and products. So if you guys like things like that, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Follow me on social medias. Thanks for shooting the breeze with me. We'll see you next time.